the system.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Losers Lounge podcast, episode number 6. 6 episodes. That is the most episodes I've ever done for a podcast, at least on Losers Lounge styles, anyway. I said that twice. I'm stupid. Anyway. I am joined here by, crowd's a little smaller this time. I'll get to that in a moment. First of all, yep, you can hear that from KELSEY. First of all, speaking of which, KELSEY, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Doing very well. Are you excited for the weekend of wrestling shows we got?
Yes.
And the other one?
TakeOver is I'm excited, more excited for TakeOver, to be honest, but, you know.
Understandable. The other one we have with us, ladies and gentlemen, Reister Ryan. Ryan is here. Say hi, man.
What's going on, everyone? So, I'm doing okay, just a little iffy, so if any of y'all hear like some breathing in the microphone, that's more than likely me because allergies kind of kicked in this morning. So I'm doing okay though. But I'm excited to be here on the podcast. Lots of good wrestling coming this weekend. I actually won't see TakeOver Chicago. That's because I'll be at a Ring of Honor show in Dallas. But I will be seeing Money in the Bank though. So it's gonna be a fun weekend.
That's true, ladies and gentlemen. That means, Reister Ryan is meeting up with former Losers Lounge member Connor at BCN Rollins.
You can still give your predictions even though you won't be watching, but
oh yeah,
you can just watch it like later because it'll be.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Oh yeah, no way I'm gonna miss TakeOver Chicago. Once when Ring of Honor's done, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, that way you'll be able to be on here for the review episode next week.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, like I said before, guys, the crowd's a little shorter this time because, as everybody knows from last week, BCN Rollins is no longer a part of the Losers Lounge here. But here's the big kicker here: today is Willie at Heel Balor is not here today.
Sadly,
it's a sad day. Unfortunately, the last I heard. Yep, you can hear the depression here. But what we will say is the show must indeed go on.
I literally spammed his DMs, thinking maybe he would answer, but nope.
Don't worry. If he ends up commenting on this video and giving his prediction, that'll at least be that semi count, right?
Yeah.
Of course, everybody counts here. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be doing our predictions to NXT TakeOver Chicago 2, I guess.
Yep, technically.
Since there was one last year. And WWE Money in the Bank, which is both events happening in Chicago. It's one of those big weekend shows. And here's what I will say, guys. I always enjoy whenever they do that. You know, the weekend of events in NXT and then a pay-per-view.
Mm-hmm.
Makes you look forward to the weekend more, especially to those... That reminds me, ladies and gentlemen, if you're a kid, if you're under the age of 18 and you're in school, work on your exams, study hard, and don't waste your time listening to this podcast.
True.
You need your education, otherwise you're going to never be losers like us.
Education is important, children.
That's indeed true.
Stay in school.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do school, stay in drugs. I mean, what? Whoops.
Oh my god.
Okay, let's get started on our predictions here.
And that's why we call it the Losers Lounge.
Let's go.
NXT TakeOver Chicago is taking place Saturday, June 16, 2018, in obviously Chicago, Illinois. On the WWE Network for just $9.99, or since net neutrality is over, probably $20.99.
Probably. Dang, net neutrality.
Yeah. Moving forward, though. We're actually gonna go through the title matches first for a change, actually, because the non-title matches seem a lot more fun. That they're worth talking about last. Let's start off with the NXT Tag Team Championship match. What we got here, guys, is the Undisputed Era. No, not Bobby Fish. It's Roderick Strong this time, since Bobby is out. Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong taking on I'm sorry, I've not watched NXT that much lately. Can you guys pronounce their names?
Oni Lukin. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch?
Yeah, Oni Lorcan. Yeah, Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan.
I honestly have never heard of these guys.
I've heard of them before, but they're not really, like, this. I think this is their first ever takeover.
They're United Kingdom guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't really watched NXT that much, but I've seen them. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're on the rise.
Yeah, of course.
On the rise.
Now, as we know, the NXT Tag Team Champions, like Undisputed Era, while Roderick Strong has only been champion since New Orleans when he joined the team has held on to the gold for 193 days so far.
Yeah.
Dang, it's been that long already? It doesn't feel like that long.
They won on an edition of NXT.
They won at TakeOver Houston, right?
No. They won it on an edition of NXT. At TakeOver Houston, that was TakeOver War Games.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
It was on an NXT show at the end of November when they won the titles from Sanity.
Oh, okay, that's right.
I forgot Sanity were the champs.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. They still got a long way to go before they can even defeat the Ascension's record, which is a year. They'd have to hold on to it to next TakeOver in November.
Dang.
But yeah. You know, it's the times like this that it's kind of hard to believe that the Ascension are the longest reigning tag team champs, considering where they are now.
Jobbers.
Mm-hmm. In the meantime,
it's the truth. Like, I'm not even saying that in it. Like, it's the truth.
Yeah, it's the damn truth. I mean, they were doing good at the Fashion Files, and that was actually fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was entertaining, but now they're just not doing anything.
Yeah, like pretty much like they're being fed to Dolph Ziggler and Drew McIntyre.
Whatever the hell that was supposed to be about.
Don't get me started on that. Okay. Anyways.
Right, so let's move on. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the tag team title match as Undisputed Era is taking on Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch. I'm going to start with you, Kels. What do you think of this match?
Well, it's kind of, at first, I don't know. I feel like it'll be a good match, but, like, it's kind of, like, random. I mean, I haven't really been watching NXT much, so I don't know if they've been feuding or what, but it just seems kind of random because you know how the Undisputed Era has been having that thing with Pete Dunne, so I thought, maybe Pete Dunne would be in the match with somebody or something, but but I think it'll be a good match.
Well, from what I understand, I think this all came because Pete Dunne, Lorcan, and Burch defeated the Undisputed Era in a 6-man tag match.
Yeah, on
an
episode of NXT.
Yeah, and then a week later.
Yeah.
And I believe, I think coming up the UK Championship Tournament, I think Kyle O'Reilly's going to face Pete Dunne or something like that for the UK Championship.
Yes.
That actually sounds really cool.
That'd be good.
In the meantime, though, Kels, who do you predict will win this match?
I think Undisputed Era is retaining. Like, Oni and Danny they're a good team. I just don't think they're like ready right now to win the titles. But maybe in the future they will. But I just see Undisputed Era retaining somehow.
That's really understandable. Ryan, what do you think about this tag team title match?
I mean, I think it's okay. I mean, I think it has definitely potential to be a very good tag team match, and I think it will. Honestly, I don't really know if a lot of people are going to really kind of get behind Danny Burch and Oni Lorcan, because since they're kind of like really kind of on the rise in the tag team, and like they're kind of new to the tag titles and stuff. But I think I definitely think the Undisputed Era is pretty much the hottest thing going right now. So definitely, I think they kind of should hang on to the titles. But overall, I think it's gonna be a very good match. So I'm excited.
That's really what really matters here. That's really good. For my case, when it comes to watching NXT TakeOver shows, whether I know what's going on or not, I just watch because they're all going to be good matches.
That's true.
Because, like, so far, the last number of NXT TakeOver shows, they have not disappointed that much, huh? Like, like, remember New Orleans? How great was that show?
Yeah, that was actually my favorite TakeOver.
Well, my favorite TakeOver still remains the one I attended in Toronto.
Yeah, that one was pretty good, too.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, didn't they have, like, the 2016 Match of the Year over there with Revival and DIY?
Yeah, Revival and DIY.
2 out of 3 falls.
Samoa Joe and Shinsuke Nakamura match was pretty good.
Yeah, we'll get to DIY a little later once we're almost through our predictions. But in the meantime,
DIY,
baby.
Anyways,
what I also say is, like Kelsey and Ryan, I also predict that the Undisputed Era is going to retain their titles. I mean, nothing against Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch, but nothing against those two. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to do very well and probably be a force to be reckoned with. Ladies and gentlemen, we're continuing on here to our next predictions. We have the NXT Women's Championship match. This is going to be interesting. Shayna Baszler versus Nikki Cross.
Oh, this match is going to be so good.
This is actually going to be very interesting. I'm excited for this.
Yeah, I actually am looking for this one too. So far, I think what we can all confirm is that Shayna Baszler is doing way the hell better than Ronda Rousey.
True.
That is true.
Yes, indeed. All right, let's get through this match. Ryan, what do you think about this women's title match?
I think this is going to be a freaking awesome women's match. I think Nikki Cross was definitely the right person for Shayna Baszler because I think Nikki Cross, obviously, you know, she was part of Sanity, and she has that real freaking crazy mindset. And I think that this is just going to be like an absolute killer match. I'm so looking forward to this.
That's understandable. And Kelsey, what do you think about this match?
Oh, I'm so excited. Like, I feel like these two women are gonna tear the house down. Honestly, like their feud, they've been building up a pretty good feud, and I'm so excited. At first, okay, so whenever I was on Twitter one time and the tapings were happening, I saw that Nikki had the title, and I was like, everybody kept saying she won it, and then I watched NXT and she just took it from Shayna. I was like, that's probably not a good idea. But anyways, that's not the point. The match is gonna be so good, and I'm so excited.
As for me, this all goes back to when we all saw that there's going to be like promotional material for Sanity appearing on the main roster, which has not happened yet.
Yeah.
And
we're still waiting on that.
Still waiting on that. I heard rumors that it's possibly because they're going to actually have Nikki join them.
I hope.
If that be the case, then I don't know if she's going to win the title.
Oh, yeah, I don't think she's winning anyways.
Yeah. My prediction is that's a lot of breathing noises.
Jesus Christ.
My prediction is Shayna Baszler retains the title.
Yeah, my prediction is Shayna retains too, because I don't see her losing it anytime soon.
What about you, Brian? Yeah, you same thing?
Yeah. I mean, she just won it at
New Orleans?
New Orleans. TakeOver New Orleans. So I think she should have a good run with it.
Well, there's been people who have lost the title in less time. Well, not the NXT Women's title, that's for sure, because look at the history of the NXT Women's title.
Right.
There's not been a single title reign that went under 100 days.
That's true.
Shayna Baszler could make history.
Yeah.
But moving on, that's the two matches in a row that we've all predicted that title will retain. Let's move on to the other NXT title match, Aleister Black versus Lars Sullivan here.
Wow.
It's quite a shame we don't have Connor on here. He's a massive Lars Sullivan fan. So, yeah, that's going to be quite a title match. Aleister Black, some small guy versus Lars Sullivan, some big guy.
Aleister might be small, but he is tough.
Oh, yeah.
His kicks are deadly shit. Ooh. Anyways.
Yes, they are. All right. So let's go start with you, Kels. What do you think about this NXT title match?
I think it'll be good. I mean, I was kind of like shocked at first when Lars was like, "I'm your next challenger," so I wasn't expecting him. Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't say that because you know how Lars has been on a rampage lately, and he's been wanting the shot. So he kind of just like, "Oh, I'm your next challenger." But I feel like it'll be a very good physical match. Hopefully Aleister doesn't get destroyed the whole time.
Yeah, otherwise, of course, like, what's the whole point of the big hype then? Actually, is there really that much of a hype with these guys? Or was it just thrown there?
think it was just thrown.
Yeah.
I
think a lot of people were kind of shocked.
It was just thrown there because Alistair was just like on NXT one time. He was just talking about who his next challenger is going to be. Like he was like, I wonder who my next challenger is going to be. Then just out of nowhere, Lars just came out and was like, I'm your next challenger.
So I guess it's
like
I guess
no build up or anything.
Open
but,
challenge.
Yeah, like, there's like no number one contenders match or nothing.
Open challenge thing, I guess. This match, this match is basically the NXT title match is basically an open challenge thing.
And it's not even going to be the main event because I think Johnny and Tommaso are main eventing.
Again.
Probably, yeah. Which I'm fine with.
Me too.
Ryan, what did you think about this NXT title match?
I'm probably not obviously I'm not the biggest, James Sullivan fan out there. Oh, wait, sorry.
James Sullivan? Who the fuck is James Sullivan?
What was it, James Sullivan from Monsters, Inc.?
Yeah, James
I thought we were talking about James Sullivan.
James Sullivan. I like Monsters. Oh, man, you just made me want to watch Monsters, Inc. now.
I'm sorry.
I'm probably going to do that after the podcast now.
Alrighty, definitely. I'm down.
Then again, we have a Pixar movie coming out this Thursday, Incredibles 2.
Yep.
I'm going to be at the premiere, folks.
Yep. It's going to be awesome.
It's the only time of year where we can tell, for a Pixar movie, we can tell kids under the age of 14, we can tell them to fuck off.
I waited 14 years for this. 14. I saw Incredibles when I was 7. I'm 21 now.
Damn.
Yep. Anyway, back to the NXT title match. You mentioned James Sullivan. This is actually Lars Sullivan. Anyway, what did you think about him being part of the?
I think to me, honestly, it was kind of a shocker because I didn't really expect Lars Sullivan to just immediately go up there. I mean, I think he's definitely a very good monster heel, and I think his push will definitely continue. But I just kind of didn't really expect him to get a title match that quickly because he's just I don't know. I just kind of didn't really expect him to be in the main event that fast. But I like Lars Sullivan. I think he has potential to be something very good. I think he has definitely a good future.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You mentioned that Lars is like a monster. I'm like, he should team with Braun Strowman in the future. They call themselves Monsters, Inc.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be funny. Anyway, as for me, this feels more like an open challenge match for the NXT title because they had to throw somebody into the mix. So that makes me think that maybe Lars is just somebody to pass time.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Because, Alistair just won the belt, so,
And Andrade Cien Almas went to the main roster.
Yeah. Unless they're planning for something else for Brooklyn.
Maybe. Let's see. Let's go to predictions. I'm going to start. I'm going to predict, actually, let's say something out of nowhere happens and Lars Sullivan wins the title. Judging by Kelsey's reaction to my prediction, I think you guys can guess what she's predicting.
Alistair better retain. Listen, don't get me wrong, Lars is a great wrestler, but I love Alistair and he doesn't need to lose right now. Anyways.
As for you, Ryan?
I am going with Fade to Black, Alistair Black. So I think it'll be probably his toughest challenge, but I think somehow, some way, Alistair Black is going to overcome the odds and retain. Because he's only had the belt since TakeOver New Orleans, so I think it'll just be I don't think it'd be a good move for him to just drop it right away, because that would just kind of make it look bad. So I think Alistair Black needs to win it. Yeah, I agree with that, Kelsey. Exactly.
If Lars does win the title, that's going to be more out of nowhere than Constable Corbin's head shave.
Oh my God.
Actually, as a matter of fact, I think Lars Sullivan and Baron Corbin can make a good tag team.
Yeah. The bald-headed monster wolves.
Oh my God, that's
the
horrible.
Monsters of Baldness.
Well, speaking of like titles, the one title that's not on the line is like someone who doesn't have a title match is Adam Cole, baby. Fuck! Damn it! Why is it okay? I don't understand. This happens in my Sin videos. This happens in real life. Why is it such a freaking, was it a disease or something? It makes you say it all the time.
It's a catchy phrase.
Can you say his name without saying baby?
Nope.
All right, give it a shot.
Adam Cole.
Baby.
I didn't say it. You said it.
Well, the end result is somebody did say it. Anyway.
Damn it, Ryan, shut up.
Anyway, Adam is the NXT North American champion, but yet he is not defending his title at the show.
And it's kind of interesting because yeah, I would have thought that maybe maybe it could be Adam Cole versus EC3 or something like that. But
now that I would watch.
At Evolve, he's gonna defend it. Adam Cole's gonna defend his North American Championship at Evolve.
Huh. Okay.
Which is interesting.
All right. See, eventually Kelsey said it.
Fucker. Anyways.
Whoa.
Let's move on to the non-title matches here. Let's start off with this one, ladies and gentlemen. Ricochet versus Velveteen Dream.
Yes.
That is very interesting. Because we've all been impressed with Velveteen Dream's impressive abilities in the ring, and we've seen what Ricochet can do in the indie scenes and everything else. Yep. So to see Ricochet and Velveteen go one-on-one here at TakeOver, that, in my opinion, that'd be the perfect opener of the night.
Oh, yeah. And I think potentially this match has potential, written 5 stars over it, and possibly match of the night.
This feud has been so good. Like, oh my god, like, they are killing it. I love both. I'm so excited.
What I really enjoyed about this feud is when Velveteen Dream said, anything that you can do, the Dream can do better. And Ricochet just, freaking, front flips, does, a 450.
Yes, I saw that. That was amazing.
And that was just, incredible. I was like, oh, my God.
Velveteen Dream is like, what the fuck?
What the heck did you just do?
Oh, hell no. Sorry.
Man.
Yeah, I'm thinking this would be a great opening match.
Oh, sorry. Anyways.
It's alright. Yeah, I think this would be a very good way to kick off the show, and it could be it's like we can have this match be the kickoff match. I guarantee we'll have the fans all be like, this is awesome already, huh?
Hell yeah.
In the meantime, predictions. Kelsey, who do you predict will win this one?
Shit. I don't know. I feel like maybe. I think Ricochet. I'm predicting Ricochet on this one. I love them both, but I just feel like Ricochet is gonna win.
That's a really good one. Ryan, what about you?
Man, it's kind of tough. I think this is definitely gonna be a really good match, but for winner, I don't. Honestly, it's kind of hard because I feel like this go 50-50 either way, but I'm going to have to probably get the win to Ricochet, as I feel like he just kind of really needs his pay-per-view win a little bit more. But Velveteen Dream definitely has a good chance of winning, but I'm going to go with Ricochet.
That's really good. As for me, I'm going to go with Velveteen Dream.
All right.
Just so not all of us are going for the same one, and plus...
That's true.
Velveteen Dream always surprised me, even though I despise his entrance.
Oh, man, I will say Velveteen Dream. Yeah. Velveteen Dream has a very bright future, and he's only, 22, 23?
Yeah, he's only a year older than I am.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Yep.
I'm starting to get to the age where I can say about some wrestlers, man, that kid has got talent.
Yep.
Yep.
Nicholas has talent.
Yeah.
Nope. Just kidding.
Anyway, moving on to the potential main event. Moving on to the potential main event of TakeOver Chicago, a rematch in a street fight: Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa. It's a street fight, so it's basically the same thing as their last match.
Yeah, kind of close. It's just a street fight, the Chicago street fight.
I don't get what the difference between a street fight and a Chicago street fight is. You know what would make this match even more awesome?
I guess Chicago, when they say Chicago street fight, I guess that means outside of the arena, apparently.
Nah. I mean, CM Punk, Chris Jericho had a Chicago street fight in 2012.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
That was a good match.
And you know what they should do?
Anyways,
you know what these two should do? Johnny and Tommaso should not be wearing their wrestling gear. They should be wearing actual street clothes.
That would be pretty good.
Like the jeans and the shirts and everything?
Yes. That actually
because it's a street fight. If you want to make it look like a street fight, don't... Like, I've seen so many street fights where they're just in their wrestling gear, and I'm like, I don't feel like this is on the streets. What the fuck?
It's kind of odd. You kind of ever wonder if they ever go outside, they're wrestling outside, and like the people are just like randomly walking. Like you've seen this kind of before in like like old like Raw episodes and stuff. Like the people are just randomly walking, like probably wonder like what the hell are these two doing?
Yeah, the only other times whenever people are usually outside is if they're ever going to get thrown into the Long Island Sound.
Yeah.
That's happened way too many times, in my opinion. Anyway, Johnny and Tommaso at NXT New Orleans, that match, in my opinion, was the great main event.
Definitely. It was fantastic.
And great storytelling by both the guys. The match was 37 minutes long. And it was...
I think had match of the year written all over it.
Yep. Anyway, let's start off here. Ryan, who do you predict will win this match?
Well, since last year at NXT TakeOver Chicago, it was a sad moment when DIY broke up. But so leading up to a year later to this, this is still a very awesome feud.
Yeah, it's the NXT TakeOver Chicago is the irony of this event is that's where DIY broke up last year.
Yep. Epic breakup.
1 year later, they're here to fight in a Chicago street fight.
Yep. And still it's an awesome rivalry. But anyway, I think this definitely is going to be very good. And probably has potential to be very better than TakeOver New Orleans. I definitely expect it to be a lengthy match. So my prediction, since Johnny Gargano won at TakeOver New Orleans, I would probably say Tommaso Ciampa is going to probably win this one. And then they might do something at TakeOver Brooklyn. I have a feeling they're going to go to TakeOver Brooklyn with this rivalry. So
the way they're handling this rivalry, they're actually doing a good job at lasting it.
Yeah, I like it. So I'm gonna go with Tommaso Ciampa. Like,
not bad. Kelsey, who do you think's gonna win this match?
Tommaso. I love Johnny, but I think Tommaso's winning this one.
Same here.
I'm
voting on Tommaso Ciampa as well. As a matter of fact, I'm rooting for Tommaso Ciampa as well. I mean, I don't have anything against Johnny Gargano, and the one thing I will say to you guys who are listening to this podcast is there's nothing wrong with me telling Tommaso Ciampa to smash Johnny's face in.
That's what he's probably going to do anyways.
He better.
Because did you see what he did? Did you see what Johnny did to Tommaso's head? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Tommaso Ciampa keeps posting way too many photos of that.
Yeah,
he's posting pictures and videos, and I'm like, stop! That's nasty. I don't want to see your
I'll tell you what. We talk about, greatest heels in WWE right now. Who's the best heel? Well, Tommaso Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa is like, yeah.
He's up there. He's definitely up there.
Yeah, and he keeps kayfabe on Twitter.
Yeah, I love it.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that was our predictions to NXT TakeOver Chicago. That's only half of what we're doing.
I always forget that there's only like 5 matches or something at TakeOvers. There's not that many.
Yeah, there's 5 matches on that, and there's 10 matches for our next event we're talking about here.
Oh, Money in the Bank.
Money in the Bank.
Guess what? Usually comes out on top. Usually TakeOvers.
TakeOver.
Yep, it was like that for so many occasions. The only other occasion where I believe that the pay-per-view after was close to top in TakeOver was in Orlando for NXT Orlando and WrestleMania 33.
Yes.
Because to be honest, that NXT event kind of wasn't that good. But
sorry, that's my allergies are kicking in a little bit.
That's okay. Understandable. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here to talk now about WWE Money in the Bank 2018 edition. And the first ever 4-hour event on Money in the Bank.
Oh.
Does it really need to be that damn long?
Yeah, I don't understand. Ladies and gentlemen, pay-per-view events are 4 hours long full time now.
So that's from what I'm understanding is every Big Four pay-per-view is going to go like
okay, we don't know about
4 hours now.
Okay, we don't know about that.
But they also have the freaking kickoff show too, so that's like another 2 hours.
Yeah. So basically, pretty much every pay-per-view is going to be like 4 hours now, pretty much.
And WWE wonders why they're not doing so good.
I mean, good lord, 3 hours is long enough.
I mean, think about this. Think about this right here. Like, the Raw and SmackDown rosters, they're overflowed, and yet they keep bringing in new guys.
Yeah. And you're like, why did they get rid of, like, you know, all these pay-per-views?
When's the next...
They need to bring back some old pay-per-views, like some old pay-per-views, like...
They need to bring back some old names and cut down on the number of, like, hell, as a matter of fact, here's what I'm thinking. When it comes to, like, a Raw or a SmackDown, have a certain set of wrestlers be shown on one week and another set on another week.
They need to quit signing everyone. Like, they just keep bringing new people in, and I'm like, damn.
At this point, the rosters for Raw and SmackDown are more crowded than a protest. Those things are usually crowded.
You know, one thing I kind of liked about, you know, Raw and SmackDown having their own, you know, separate pay-per-views and stuff is it actually gave a lot more superstars a chance to shine and everything.
Yeah, they saved the 4 hours, and now, I mean, it's like, what did they say about when it came to the co-branded stuff? They want the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds.
And so far,
okay, Hannah Montana.
Yeah. So far, they're not doing that.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like when they first came out with that, you know, music video, I really legit thought superstars were like singing Hannah Montana's song. I didn't think it was that actual song. Like I thought it was Hannah Montana's song for a second.
Yeah. But then I saw Shinsuke Nakamura, and I'm like, he doesn't sound like that. Meanwhile, let's get to the non-title matches, and then the title matches, and then the Money in the Bank matches. That's how we're going to do things this time. Starting things off with, okay, first of all, what I will say is the 3 non-title matches that we have here, all of them not really looking forward to. Let's start off with Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. First of all, they came up having a horrible match at Backlash, and then again, the entirety of Backlash was horrible except for the Intercontinental title match.
Pretty much.
See, Daniel Bryan versus Big Cass. This feud between Daniel and Cass, I honestly don't know what to say about it because where the hell's the fun in this?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, Ryan, what do you think about this upcoming match?
I honestly am not looking forward to it at all. I kind of feel bad for both. I actually feel bad for both, honestly, Daniel Bryan and Big Cass. And, you know, the thing is, I really thought Big Cass was for sure going to win at Backlash, but he got beat in like 6 or 7 minutes by Daniel Bryan. So, which I was kind of shocked. So, and honestly, you know, it's just kind of killed the hype, and I'm just ready for this rivalry to move on.
If they want to do like good rivalry between Daniel and Cass, try to make it seem like Cass is daring Daniel to do his best, and Daniel, let's say, is a little afraid that he can't do it anymore.
Damn, Daniel.
And Cass keeps pushing his buttons. And let's say if you want this rivalry to go on, have Cass put down Daniel Bryan at Backlash. But this keeps hyping things up for Daniel to go for his all, and then he'll win at Money in the Bank, something like that. Hell, what I just suggested sounds a whole lot more entertaining than what we're actually getting.
True.
Pretty much. Yep.
Anyway, Kels, what do you think about this actual match?
I don't really care for it. Like, I'm just like, yeah, this feud's kind of meh.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Just don't really care for it.
Don't blame you on that. Let's go to predictions just so we can get this one over with. Kelsey, who do you predict will win?
Going with the Cass, I guess. I'm just gonna say Cass.
So since Daniel Bryan won at Backlash, I guess I'll go with Big Cass to win at Money in the Bank.
All right. That's all right. That's not much to say about it because it sucks. Let's move on to the next one we have. Bobby Lashley versus Sami Zayn.
Oh, God. Don't even get me effing started on this fucking feud. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God. This is, like, terrible. The segments have been...
I didn't watch Raw, but I heard about it. A fucking obstacle course? Really? Who the fuck? That's not how you build a feud. That's so stupid.
I know. Like, that's probably... honestly, this has honestly been... This feud has had...
The worst feud of the year.
The worst segment, too.
Worst feud of 2018 so far.
This is pretty much like Alexa Bliss and Bayley from last year.
Oh, God.
That was crazy. What I will say is, this could have been good. It could have been, if done properly.
Yeah, and not have stupid segments.
Yeah.
Fucking sisters segment, freaking. Oh my gosh, I can't.
The one thing I just don't like is what they're doing with Bobby Lashley. He's not a nice guy. He should not be a nice guy.
Why did y'all bring him back if you're just gonna have him not do stupid? You're just gonna have him do stupid stuff.
Yeah, the thing is, like, why, like, why is Sami Zayn, like, being fed to lose, Pretty much,
yeah.
Mainly, if you kind of look at it, him and Kevin Owens have just pretty much been losing.
Yeah, what the hell
recently.
happened? Did those two quietly break up or something?
Supposedly.
Wait, who?
Did Kevin and Sammy like a divorce?
Oh, yeah.
Did they divorce?
I think so.
Quietly, too.
I know.
Kind of like the Shield.
Like, they've just been kind of losing recently.
Because, like, once again, like, after the breakup, Kevin Owens, who we'll talk about later, is in Money in the Bank, and Sammy is being fed to Bobby Lashley.
Yep. I feel really bad for Sami Zayn and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah. Like, I don't get what the hell this is, but this is a match that is not needed. It's not needed for a pay-per-view.
Yeah,
they could do some rivalries.
And they could pretty much be in the Money in the Bank ladder match, but this was basically just a random match added.
Well,
and the sad thing is, I like Bobby Lashley, and he got a really good pop
when he came back
after WrestleMania.
When he returned.
Yeah.
Now he's not getting any reaction.
He hardly gets no reaction.
Yeah, like, I don't get it.
What was the point of even bringing him back? He's just not doing anything.
Well, let's just cut to the chase here and get this one over with. Ryan, who do you predict will win this match?
Bobby Lashley.
Kels?
Bobby.
Bobby. This is a match that just been a rivalry going on Raw. It doesn't need to be on a pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Right.
We've had many rivalries that only were on Raw and never made it to pay-per-view events.
Pretty much. Yeah, there was Elias and Bobby.
Oh, God.
Elias and Bobby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And someone else.
Let's move on to our next singles match, which is the third singles match of this night that is also not needed here. Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal.
Okay, honestly, like, I'm actually kind of like a little excited for this in a way. but
Yeah, I feel
you.
I believe they're doing this to allow Roman Reigns to pass the time. I believe they're doing this to allow Roman Reigns to pass his time before he goes after Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
Yeah.
Like, Jinder Mahal is just like I don't know what you call it.
I like Jinder.
I do too. Anybody who knows me knows how much I like Jinder Mahal.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen, go back onto my vlog at the Royal Rumble. You'll see me react in terror when he gets eliminated. Huh, that was fun. Anyway, as for this match, though, this is all because Jinder Mahal cost Roman the Money in the Bank qualifying spot.
Yeah. This feud's been pretty decent, though. I'll admit that. Like.
Yeah, I admit that too. I mean, when I saw that it was going to be Roman Reigns versus Jinder Mahal on Raw, I was actually like this at first. What? No, not if you're going to do it on a pay-per-view 6 days later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like, that's just stupid to do.
Yeah, but then thankfully, of course, Jinder had Sunil Sin or something be like the one to do it.
Yeah.
Like, well, at least there's that to think of. Save Jinder for the pay-per-view.
And then he hit him with the course.
Don't ever hinder the Jinder.
I love Jinder.
Yep.
Jinder's my favorite.
I actually like this WWE title run.
You might trigger some people by saying that.
That's all right.
At least he was there to defend it, unlike Brock.
That's true.
Don't even get me started on that muff. Oh,
thank God.
Nope.
Well, Brock's not even on this pay-per-view, shocker. So we don't really have to talk about him.
We're not even shocked. Anyways.
Predictions. KELSEY, who do you predict will win in Roman versus Jinder?
Jinder.
Not bad. Vote. Jinder Mahal. And Ryan?
Shoot. I don't know. I guess Roman Reigns.
You know what's ironic about this match?
Ooh, just kidding.
Here's what's ironic about this match. Roman and Jinder are two of the most heavily booed wrestlers of all time.
That's kind of true.
That is true. That is true.
And now they're facing off, just like when Roman Reigns faced John Cena, No Mercy, which was a great match.
Yeah. And the thing is, Roman puts on really good matches, but, it's just...
The fans just refuse to acknowledge it.
They refuse to push. That's the whole thing. The push he's getting, they refuse it.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go on here. What we got? The SmackDown Tag Team titles is next. The Bludgeon Brothers versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. That's interesting.
Versus the Good Brothers. The Bludgeon Brothers versus the Good Brothers.
Yep, brothers versus brothers. And I'm actually excited to say this, that the Good Brothers have actually been treated already way better on SmackDown Live than they have been on Raw.
That is true. This is actually really good. I actually like how these two are going to be in the tag team title picture for the first time since 2017.
They deserve it.
Yeah. It's long overdue.
Yep, long overdue indeed. Let's see. Let's get to the predictions. KELSEY, who do you think is going to win this one?
Bludgeon Brothers.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I don't see them losing.
I'm also voting. Oh my God! What is wrong with me today?
Breathe out.
All right. Breathe in, breathe out. Is that a song or something?
No, it's from Drake and Josh. It's from Drake and Josh. Crazy Steve.
Huh. Crazy Steve. That sounds familiar. Sorry guys. I never watched Drake and Josh.
I have to go. Just kidding.
Anyway, I'm also voting Harper and Rowan to win. What about you, Ryan?
I'm going to go with the Bludgeon Brothers.
All right. Let's see. Is the Raw Tag Team titles on the line over there? Or no?
I don't think so.
I'm looking at the card. I'm looking at the card. It's not on.
Wait. I thought they were... No, it is a title shot. Isn't it?
Well, I don't think it's been announced, but I think probably
That's
maybe
bullshit.
at it.
Because they won. They're the number one contenders. They won the Battle Royal.
Well, they haven't announced the kickoff match yet, so that could be.
That's
That
probably
could
gonna be on the kickoff. That's sad.
It's a title match.
Yeah, sure.
Damn.
Well, as of right now, like I'm looking around and trying to find it, and so far, nope. There's no confirmation that this match is happening, so I guess we're not predicting it.
Come on, they have to defend
if it does happen, I'm just gonna go with Bray Wyatt and Matt Hardy, the Woken Warriors.
Me too.
I call them the Woken Wyatts. Sure, they're called
even though the B team have been on a roll, I don't think they're gonna. If the match happens, I don't think they're gonna win.
Despite the fact that they're called the Leaders of Worlds, I still call them Woken Wyatts because that sounds a lot better.
Woken Wyatt.
Woken Wyatt.
Anyway, moving on. Let's go here to the SmackDown Women's Championship as Carmella is taking on Asuka.
Sorry.
Whoa.
Carmella is taking on Asuka.
Oh, Lord.
Is Carmella ready for Asuka, though?
Nope.
That's the true question.
Carmella
is she ready?
But, you never know. I don't know. I think Asuka's winning.
I understand.
There's no way. Do you really think they're going to have her lose another title shot? I mean, they could, but I don't think they will. I think she's going to win. But that's just my prediction.
Yeah, understandable. I'm just going to go ahead and say, yeah, Asuka, I predict she's going to win the title. And what about you, Ryan?
So I'm really kind of thinking really deep down that they're going to have, like, Carmella, like, be counted out or win by DQ to retain the title. I really have a feeling like something like that's going to happen, but I think it'll just be kind of really bad. So I'm gonna go with Asuka. What the heck? I'm gonna go with Asuka.
All right then. All right. Is that 3 of us for Asuka?
Yep.
Damn. Let's talk about something very interesting here. The Raw Women's Title match: Nia Jax versus Ronda Rousey.
Ronda freaking Rousey.
I mean, sure, it's because Nia's the one who challenged her, but still, why?
Yeah.
See,
like,
even Ronda was like, "Oh, I don't think I should do this because I've only had one match."
Yeah.
And then Nia was like, "No, I'm challenging you." And then yeah.
Yeah, and Ronda did say there's a lot more other women that deserve a shot at that title.
Exactly. Also, I don't know. I think Nia's retaining because Ronda did kind of get the upper hand last night.
Yeah.
And I feel like the match will be good, though. Like, those women are going to kill it, and I can't wait. I'm excited for the match. I feel like it's going to be really good.
Well, I was excited for the match myself, but then when I saw Ronda make Nia tap out, I was like, fuck. Because at first it felt like we're asking the question, does Ronda have what it takes to take on Nia Jax? And after seeing that, we're like, oh, fuck, never mind.
Yeah.
Because this just made Nia look weak. We all know that Ronda Rousey is powerful from UFC and everything, but still, this just made Ronda look weak.
This
made Nia look weak. Sorry, not Ronda. What the fuck? Man, this has really not been my night.
And I have a question. So, is Nia Jax a face or a heel? Like,
I don't freaking know.
Like, did she go back to heel or what?
I don't know, actually.
I don't know. I think she's a heel because
I don't know what to say. I mean,
I don't know. I can't tell.
The only thing I can describe Ronda Rousey is not a heel or face. It's just like a pretty girl attitude, but then she can kill you as soon as look at you.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to predictions. Ryan, what about you?
I think Nia Jax is going to retain. I think it's too early for Ronda to win the title. So I think somehow, some way,
that's
Nia
obvious.
Jax is going to retain.
But it wasn't too early for Shayna to win.
Well, she didn't win her second match. She didn't win in her second match.
Yeah.
True.
And Yeah, I mean,
Shayna
Ronda
Baszler
Rousey obviously is always ready.
I
but
love Shayna though, so
she's doing a whole lot better than Ronda is doing.
true.
All right.
Okay.
So we predict Kelsey.
Nia's retaining.
I am just gonna go ahead and predict Ronda Rousey by disqualification.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't see that happening.
So that Ronda will still win. She doesn't win the title. She doesn't look weak. This probably gonna make Nia look weak, depending on what's going to happen. But let's move on from that. Let's move on to that. Let's talk about part 4 or 5, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Nope.
For the WWE Championship. This time it's last man standing. I think this is literally their 5th match because they had a match on SmackDown once.
Ooh, I swear to God, it better be the last.
This is the last man standing? I thought it was a pillow fight match.
Well, originally it was supposed to be a pillow fight. If only they went through with it.
Match.
Oh my God.
That'd be so fucking funny. I could. Oh my God.
The problem with this is.
Oh my God, Kelsey, you got me dying. Holy crap.
The problem with this is their last 2 pay-per-view encounters ended in a double count out. That's the thing.
I swear to God, this better be their last effing match. I'm sick of this.
And it better be a lot better.
And Shinsuke better effing win.
Yeah, I mean, like, the only time I could compare something like this was 2012. Remember Sheamus versus Alberto Del Rio in the World Heavyweight title? It was 5 pay-per-views, 5 pay-per-view matches in a row with the same damn result.
Yeah, I'm sick of it. Like, fuck, just end this feud already. I'm tired. I want a new freaking WWE champion. I love it. Listen, I love AJ. Don't get me wrong, but his reign is starting to get boring.
Actually, if
we need
anything,
a new champ.
I actually am going to go back to 2017, July 2017, when I did the Sin video to Money in the Bank 2017. I literally predicted that if they ever clashed, WWE would make a nightmare out of your dream match.
Yep, pretty much.
Once again, I prevail in my predictions.
How the hell did you know that?
Well,
and I actually did see John Cena fan on Twitter. He commented on last time. John Cena fan, I can't remember. I think that's what it is.
Hey, John Cena.
He said you were right the whole time, Christian.
Yep. Hey, John Cena fan, that's your second shadow in a row on the Losers Lounge podcast.
Yep. Thank you, buddy, for listening. If you are, we appreciate you a lot.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, this is originally was supposed to be a pillow fight, but it's a last man standing match. We could still get some pillows involved.
Yeah.
Just keep beating the shit out of somebody with a pillow until they can't stand for the count of 10. That'll work. Trust me, it'll work.
The first person that falls on their ass is the loser.
They'll end up going down faster than CM Punk did in his first fight.
Oh, damn. You went there.
But I will give this. So shout out to CM Punk. He lasted all 3 rounds.
Yeah, congrats. He only lost by decision. He only lost by decision here. By 4 points.
That's good. Sadly, he's 0-2, though.
That's okay.
Yeah.
The fact that he's able to take all those punches like a champ proves that he's more stronger and tougher than any of us.
Yeah, if you kind of looked at it, he really had determined in his eyes. You could really see, like, he was not going to give up.
Look at my eyes.
What do you see?
All right, sorry.
Let's move on here. Kelsey, who do you predict will be the last man standing?
I am going with Shinsuke, hopefully. I really hope he wins. Oh, please.
And Ryan, who do you predict will win?
So I really have
Shinsuke probably won't win, but, you know, I can only hope.
I really have a feeling. I like both these guys, of course. I really have a feeling AJ Styles is going to retain, but I'm hoping Shinsuke Nakamura will win. So
Shinsuke should have won at WrestleMania.
I'm going to go with Shinsuke Nakamura.
As for me, I'm also going to say Shinsuke Nakamura.
If Shinsuke does not win, I am going to rage. I'm going to rage.
Yeah.
So hard.
there's one more title match we got left here. We did not talk about this one yet. Seth Rollins versus Elias for the Intercontinental Championship.
Sorry. Just hearing the name Elias triggers me.
As you guys all...
Elias is a good wrestler, don't get me wrong, but his gimmick makes me want to cringe.
Here's the thing. KELSEY doesn't want to walk with Elias. She wants to walk away from Elias.
Okay.
Whenever she hears who wants to walk with Elias, she turns around and goes the other way.
Hello, I am Elias.
Y'all better not attack me, because he is a good wrestler. I just don't like his gimmick.
It's understandable.
Anyways.
In the meantime, Seth Rollins, the guy who's been Intercontinental Champion for over 50 days and defended it more than Brock Lesnar has defended his Universal title.
Legend.
Yep, and also the open challenges have been really good.
I love Seth. Oh my goodness.
I was thinking about this right here. Like, there's been rumors that Seth may possibly take on Brock at SummerSlam for the Universal title, and you know what I'm thinking? It all goes down to whether he wins or loses at Money in the Bank.
I don't think that's happening.
If he wins and retains his title against if he wins and retains against Elias, then he's not going to go after Brock. But if he loses,
we all know the big dog Roman Reigns is going to be the one to face Brock at SummerSlam.
More than likely. What I think is going to happen is Dean Ambrose returns, and Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins will face off for the IC title at SummerSlam.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yes!
That'd be wonderful.
Heel Ambrose, more than likely.
Yes, heel Ambrose come back, attack Seth for betraying him, even though,
It's like, that's what you get for replacing me with Jason Jordan.
Hey, listen here. True, though.
All right. Predictions here. Ryan, who are you going to go for, Seth or Elias?
I'm going to go with Seth. Even though I'm kind of slightly rooting for Elias to win the IC belt, because I've really grown on Elias. I didn't really like him at first, but now I really do like this guy. But I think Seth Rollins still needs to hang on to that Intercontinental title for just a little bit longer. So I'm going to go with Seth Rollins to retain.
Not bad. KELSEY, what about you?
Seth.
Burn it down indeed. I believe KELSEY's hoping that Seth's going to take Elias' guitar and burn it down. Well, I predict that Elias is going to burn down Seth's title reign when he wins the Intercontinental Championship.
I'll be happy with that. Obviously, I will say this. I already know Connor's prediction.
Shout out to you, man, if you're listening, man. We love you.
AC and Rollins.
Miss you, Connor.
Can't wait to see you Saturday.
Yep.
Must be nice.
You three, you met up at Great Balls of Fire.
Yep.
True.
Almost been a year.
Yep. And I was supposed to go. But I did promise to Connor I would, the next time the WWE pay-per-view comes to Dallas, I would come down.
Yes, we should all go.
Yep, I'll find Willie in Alabama and we'll all hang out together.
Pick him up on the way.
Yep. Anyways, moving on, let's start off with our first Money in the Bank ladder match for the women. Here's what we got. We have Sasha Banks, Naomi, Natalya, Lana, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Ember Moon, and Charlotte Flair. Wow, that's a big list. 8 women, not bad.
Damn, that felt like more than 8 women.
4 from Raw, 4 from SmackDown. How about this? When it comes to these predictions, first of all, I will say I'm glad that these were all qualified. Not, they were all just given a spot. Here's what I'm going to say. Here's what I'm going to do. Since there's 8, how about we can each choose up to 4 predictions. So, Kels, I'll start with you.
Wait, 4 predictions?
Since there's 8 women, we can do half.
Okay. The 4 I choose, Sasha, Ember, Becky, and Naomi.
Sasha, Ember, Becky, and Naomi. Not bad. Let's see. What about you, Ryan?
Okay, so 4 I have is Becky Lynch, Sasha Banks, Ember Moon, and I don't know, probably I guess Natalya maybe.
Ooh, not bad. She won the Fatal 4-Way match on Raw.
That's true.
That was actually a good one too.
Yeah.
As for me, my 4 picks: Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, and for some reason, Lana. Lana is the best. Lana's number 1.
Lana number 1.
Let's see. Some of the women who I would have preferred to be in this match would be at least Ruby Riott.
Yeah.
Ruby Wyatt.
I just see Billy Kay or Peyton Royce.
Actually, I like Peyton Royce more than Billy Kay. Alright, we're getting a little off track here. Because we have one more match left to predict here, guys.
Hang on. One thing I am going to like about this match, though, is I will love to see it on a screen. Oh, my God. Ah, my ass.
Alright, oh, my ass, that's funny. That reminds me, want to hear something funny, guys? Saying by Ryan saying that sparked a memory here. There was one time, Kelsey's laughing uncontrollably here. There was one time where we were playing. My brother and I were playing WWE video game when we were kids. It was a Divas match, and despite the fact that the Diva got hit down low, my brother was like, "Ow, my nuts!" Wait, I don't have nuts.
What?
Oh my God.
He said he doesn't have nuts.
No, he was referring to the Diva he was portraying like in the WWE video game.
Oh.
Actually, it was WWF at the time.
Oh, I thought you.
I'm that freaking old.
I thought you were saying you like hit him.
No, not a chance. Let's move on to our main event here.
Bitch.
Our main event, even though I don't think this will be the main event, I don't know what the hell is going to be main event.
Money in the Bank.
Men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We have Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, The Miz, Rusev, Bobby Roode, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe, Big E, Kofi, or Xavier.
Literally, I like all of those guys in that match.
Like, that's probably going to be my favorite Money in the Bank ladder match ever.
This is why I
like them all.
This is like, there was so many of our favorites in this match that it's going to be tough to choose even 4.
I know.
So, but I think this time I'll start here. But first off, I want to say, we still don't know which fucking member of the New Day is going to be.
Probably Big E.
No, they better fucking tell us who tonight.
It's probably going to be Big E.
I think it's going to be Big E too, but still, they should have said that like weeks ago.
Yeah.
They keep saying one member of the New Day. Fucking choose, because you only have tomorrow or today to choose.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, at the time of this podcast,
yeah, true. It should be Big E.
Let's see what we got here. I'll start for this case. My 4 picks to win: Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Rusev, and The Miz. My man, The Miz.
And I'm your chick magnet, The Miz.
I thought Chick Magnet was CM Punk.
Oh.
Then again, I truthfully believe the CM stands for Christian Miracle.
Christian Miracle Punk.
That's funny. Ryan, who are your 4 picks for the Money in the Bank?
Okay, so I got Braun Strowman, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, and The Miz.
Yeah!
Those are
literally awesome!
Dude, those are literally my choices.
Oh, really? They were?
Yes!
See, great minds think alike.
That's true. Especially if we're thinking on the mindset of the
I don't even have to
Miz.
say it.
That's true.
I already know what you were going to say.
The ones we left out, let's see. Who did we all leave out? We never said anything about New Day.
No.
Yeah, it doesn't matter which member of the New Day it is, they ain't winning.
No.
Exactly.
I mean, they'll probably look strong, but they ain't going to win.
Yeah. I'm fucking hoping the Miz does it, even though it would be a 2-time Mr. Money in the Bank. The reason for that is because I want to see Miz versus Daniel Bryan for the title at WrestleMania next year.
Ooh, wig. Snatched.
Hell.
Oh, sorry.
It's kind of a win-win if you think about it, but... Ladies and gentlemen, those were our predictions to NXT TakeOver Chicago 2 and Money in the Bank. And I will say, once again, sorry once again, ladies and gentlemen, for the short crowd. Willie at Heel Balor, if you're watching this podcast, we're sad that you weren't able to make it, but we understand. We hope to see. Yeah, we hope to see you next week for our reviews. And if he ends up putting his predictions in the comment section, I'm going to make sure that that's going to be pinned so that everybody can see it. In the meantime, though, Ryan, what'd you think about being back here again?
Oh, it's awesome. My streak is alive. Hopefully it won't end anytime soon.
6-0.
But, I will be in Dallas this weekend, like I said. So I I will more than likely be back Tuesday for the review because I leave Monday to come back home. And but yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's always fun being on these podcasts.
And
so thank you for having me.
And Kels, what'd you think about this podcast episode?
I thought it was fun. I always love doing these podcasts. They're always so much fun.
The fact that we've been able to keep this going without so much as a big gap in between episodes. The only times there was a gap was a month, but that was because it was on the schedule.
Yeah.
And so far, we have done really good. We have done, this is, ladies and gentlemen, once again, episode 6 of our podcast. And this is episode 6 of our podcast. We've done 6 episodes, and we're going to do 10, 20, 30, maybe even 100.
Damn.
Or even 1,000.
Okay, maybe not that much. But
that's too much.
That's going to go on for another 20 years then, if that's the case.
I'll be old. I'll be 40.
I won't even remember half the shit we're talking about if we do it that long.
That's true. Then again, that's the beauty of Then again, that's if YouTube's even up here in 20 years.
It probably won't be, if we're being honest.
If we're talking about net neutrality ending, it's not going to be up here for that long
that's
anyway.
That's what I'm saying. Like, the whole internet's just going to be gone.
Yeah, that's true. Anyway,
Anyways.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Christian Maracle. It's always good to do these podcasts. What I will say really quickly, guys. Yeah, I know there's been a few other some videos on mine that have been blocked by WWE. Thank you very much. Do you know what fair use is? Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Clearly they don't know what the hell fair use means. They just want to fuck my life up. But then again, they've done everything. They've blocked my videos. They've gave me copyright notices. They terminated my channel, and yet I'm still here.
Exactly.
They've hit me with all their worst shots, and they can't get rid of me. You can't kill what won't die.
Because Miracle Man's at 95,000 subscribers.
We are getting closer to 100K. That's going to be great. Yep. In the meanwhile, Ryan, reintroduce yourself here for the ending.
All right. Once again, I am the Double R Royster Ryan, the one and only Royster Ryan. Thank you to everyone who watched this podcast. We really do love your comments and everything. We appreciate you watching and listening. It's definitely awesome interacting with you guys in the comment section. So thank you guys so much. We really do appreciate it.
And Kels?
Yo, it's Kelsey at Flair Section on Twitter. I just want to thank Christian for having me on the podcast again, and it was so much fun. And thank you all for watching and listening because there's nothing to watch. But yeah, thank you guys. We really do, like Ryan said, we do appreciate all the comments and stuff. And yeah.
Yep. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll do whatever we can to make sure that the full group is back next week with Heel Balor.
Please.
Yeah. BC and Rollins may also come back sometime. He said he was always considering it. But
We missed you all.
we missed both of you guys. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for listening to the podcast. I hope you enjoyed this weekend's worth of events. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to the movies in a couple days. We're going to watch The Incredibles.
Dun, 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 dun.
All right. Good night, everyone.